Yes, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. Giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Lakach, Kodash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And the house of David is rising. Ari, I'm back at you with another quick lesson. Going in the spirit. Just been thinking and meditating out there. After my little refreshing workout. Beautiful. So yes, man, Mosa has to even up the score. As I've been looking at the news earlier on today, and I've been seeing the judgments that have been taking place, which have to happen in order for the book to be fulfilled, in order for us to come out of this place, and we soon be out of this bitch. Yeah, the floods, man. There's floods everywhere around the world. There's floods, man. What they call it, flash floods. You know, when it comes in quick, before you know where you are, you're in it. It's over your knees. In some cases, in Mississippi, it's up in your ankles, up your knees. You're swimming with it. You know, those people are drowning, man. Many homeless. And the latest one is over there in India. About a third of India is underwater. And millions, it's not an exaggeration, millions have been uprooted, man, and misplaced, as they say. Look, yeah, the chariot's up there. It's always up there, isn't it? I guess that's Psalms 30. There you go. Psalms 34 and verse 7. The angels campeth around. The angels campeth around them that feareth him, you know, roughly paraphrasing. So there you have it. One of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite sites, which I done a video on it, on chariots the last time I was over here. But this one's about the balancing that's taking place in the earth. Because the earth is crying out. The earth is crying out for justice, for peace. It's crying for the ease, the wicked, them to come off the planet. Because the earth is alive, man. The trees are alive. The literal earth is crying out. The wicked, them is abusing the planet earth. We know about the animals, all the animal attacks that are taking place. There's a lot of fear it's literally fear that's happening now. The shark attacks that's taking place, and it's usually them Edomites. It's actually usually Edomite women that get attacked by sharks, right? And dogs and bears climbing in people's houses, raiding them. Really, they want blood. Oh, there's a video that's up, man, where he's getting pursued by an Edomite man is getting pursued by a cougar. You know, a female cougar must have felt threatened. A mother cougar, could have been a panther. But he just kept pursuing, and he had the camera on, which was a beautiful sight, and he wasn't backing down. At no time at all was the cougar or the panther backing down. He was just pursuing him, and he was terrified. You can hear his voice. He wanted to bawl. He wanted to cry. Turn back, and he was trying everything, trying the loud, intimidating noise to making sounds, because they're supposed to run off and get frightened if you make loud noises. But this one was saying, "Nah, I want you for breakfast, man." The animals were crying out. The animals were crying out for justice too. And that reminds me of the vision I had. Leviathan soon be let out. Leviathan, right, which is mentioned in Job, around about Job 30 onwards, around about 40. Talks about Leviathan, right, that big, or they call it in the movies King Kong. No, King Kong's the one that was destroyed by the Edomite woman. That's not King Kong, Godzilla. Godzilla wasn't destroyed by the Edomite woman. King Kong was. It took an Edomite woman to destroy the big King Kong, and then you see the flipping man standing on King Kong's head, or King Kong's chest. It took beauty to kill the beast. But no, you ain't going to be able to do that to Godzilla. Right, or Leviathan. Leviathan going to kill the Edomites. He's going to kill them. They ain't going to be overpowered by no flipping Edomite woman. lured out of the jungle, lured up into the Empire State Building, and then shot down by the American military. The American military, because he had a weakness for Edomite women. That ain't going. You ain't going to be. You put that in your movies, because there's many examples of that. Men falling, right? Men falling for women, especially even the Edomite women, and that's a curse. If you fall for any kind of woman, that's your kryptonite. That's a curse upon you, and the Most High did that. But yeah, Leviathan. I had a vision about Leviathan and other animals coming out the sea. And it was coming out of lakes, it was coming out of rivers. Leviathan and his children, little Leviathans, and other indescribable creatures coming out of every nick and cranny you can think of. And they was only looking for ease. They was only looking for Edomites. They wanted them for breakfast, right? So if you was red, yeah, and no doubt they'll be able to tell if you're of the elect, because they ain't touching the Most High's program them to look for wicked. Look for the wicked, not the elect, but whether you are a Jake, you know, an Israelite foreigner. If you're an Israelite foreigner and you're of the elect, you ain't got nothing to worry about. The Most High got your back. But if you're an Israelite foreigner, nigger, or just an Israelite that's wicked, yeah, whatever color you are, you're going to be pursued. Yeah, 2/3 of our people have to be cut off. So there's no cloak for the wicked sin. There's no cloak for the sin. There's not a pass. It ain't a pass because you may actually be a Jake. There's no pass because you may be a Jake, but you may look like an Edomite. There's no pass, because if you're a nigger, you're just a white nigger. But these were looking for the wicked, right? The vision I had. They were looking for the wicked. They came up all in the urban areas, you know, the so-called cities, inner cities, and they was just looking for the wicked. We was on the move. We were pilgrims. The scriptures talk about we will be pilgrims. So we was on the move. The elect was on the move, but we came across them, and they didn't. It's like we was invisible. The Leviathans, the big ones, tall as buildings, 4-story buildings, 12-story buildings, they couldn't see us. It's like Most I put a covering over us. They was looking for the wicked of our own people, and particularly they wanted Edomite blood. So let me start with this precept. Is that chariot still there? Yeah, it's still there. That's picturesque up there. Yeah, and you saw what happened in the last video. It brightens up. Is it brightening up now? It gets bright, and then it disappears, and then it comes back. So like I say, the eyes of the Lord, yeah, the angels, that's the title of the video when I was over here last time. The angels, the so-called UFOs, the chariots are the eyes of the Lord. And the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, man. That's in Amos chapters 9. The eyes of the Lord are upon this sinful kingdom. As a matter of fact, let me get it now. Let me refresh my memory with that precept there. Here's the chariots are there. Seems to be stealing the show a little bit today again, but it's okay. I'm just gonna bring out this precept, get the dust off of it, man. Amos 9. I don't want to butcher it. Right, Amos 9 and verse 6 says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord." Man, is it moving closer over here? Since I've been here, it's moved closer. That chariot has moved closer. Oh yes, man. I'm gonna get another precept back. They're gonna steal the show again, it looks like. When they make themselves so blatant, how can you deny them, man? You understand what I'm saying to you, Akim? Psalms. And then we're gonna go into my video. You know, I didn't get around to doing bringing out the precepts I usually wanted to bring out on, you know, what I had in schedule. But it's all through the Spirit anyway. Psalms 34. If the chariot steals the show, this is not my movie. This is the Most High's movie. I have no say in the matter. It's all through the Spirit. Psalms 34:7 says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. So yeah, just had my, still a little bit pent up with a little bit of adrenaline. And when you have that little workout, it's one of the best painkillers you can ever have. You know, when you do your little circuit training, whatever, you know, whatever you do. But I usually start with a little bit of skipping. Because you know what? The heart is the biggest muscle in the body, the heart. So I always focus on the heart. And it's actually, when the adrenaline pumps around, yeah, gets pumping around the body, which goes to the brain, the blood, burst the blood barrier and let off the endorphins or the dopamine, which we know that's one of the best painkillers you have. I don't take none of them to have. The best painkiller to have is doing a little bit of exercise. I'm talking that from experience. I was always into it, you know, a little bit, but through the power and spirit, I've set my little my new routine now, and after my little moderate exercise, I reward myself by doing a video after. And just to say, it actually gives you, doing a little bit of exercise gives you more energy. If you're not going extreme, don't be extreme with nothing. Too much of anything is not good for you. So it's always about balance. Don't be extreme with it. But a little bit of it, a little bit of exercise, whatever's fitting to you. If it's your lot, if you ain't overrun with any kind of illness, and you can get out and get some fresh air and get away from the computers. Right now I'm doing my little video on the phone, so you know it's a lesser evil. I'm on my phone doing this video, but getting away from all the radiation in the house, the 5G, the 4G, getting out of the yard and breathing, looking up into the sky. It's actually good for your eyes. Me looking up at this chariot is good for my eyes, because it's natural light. I'm looking at natural light, and the stars and the moon and the sun. You don't look directly at the sun, but in the night you can look at the stars, you can look at the moon, and it's good light. It's not no false light, like looking up too much in the screens and the laptops and all those tablets and the television, straining up your eyes, bad for your eyes. It's unhealthy. But me being out here breathing, doing my moderate exercise, one of the best painkillers you can have, and you get more, and it actually gives you more energy. And that's my little routine I've got now going. And now we're coming into the winter, so these videos, are called them after hour videos. The after hour videos are going to be a little bit earlier, but they're still going to be in the dark. But I'm still going to call them after hour videos, because they're going to be in the dark, where it's just me out here in the open fields talking, getting and going into the spirit. And if a chariot, the chariots are always invited. And we have no say in the matter. The chariots are always up there. Yeah. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and he delivereth them. Giving our praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. So yeah, let me bring out this precept here, because we're talking about the judgments that are taking place in and around the world. What Yahushua spoke about, the prophecies he spoke about that will take place in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark and Luke, is in full effect, or is elevating to turn up, is turning up, because this is the year of turn up. It's elevating, it's escalating to full effect, the year of turn up. Proverbs 11 says, and 1, a fool's balance is an abomination to the Lord, but the just way is his delight. But a just wait is his delight. So it's a just wait now. What you see taking place to Elam over there in Pakistan, the Elamite them, and the ease them over there in the certain states over there in America, Texas, Mississippi, and all those places where they flooded out. That's balance. That's just, right? When we see that, if you're into a little bit of wine, you can sip some wine about that. I'm into I don't drink wine, but there's times when you just can have a little bit of wine and celebrate. You know what I mean? And say yes, man. Because again, I read a fool's balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight, and we know that Deuteronomy 30:7 says that the curses there will be a shifting. The curse is going to be upon all our enemies, which I went in a little bit on that, broke down a little bit of the Genesis, Deuteronomy 28, and all the curses that were originally upon us is shifting. It's called a paradigm shift, shifting upon our enemies, which, like I say, is the Most High's just weight. Yeah, it's a just weight, and it is his delight, and it's our delight too when we see the curses shifting off of us. As the saying goes, you know, lift that weight off our shoulder. It's a big weight lifting off our shoulder going upon the wicked. Beautiful thing. Yeah, man. And that is beautiful. Here's another precept. Let me bring this one out. This one's in John chapter 16:33 says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. Yahushua speaking right here in red letters. These things I am speaking unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world in the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. Let me take my time and read that again. Let that settle, let that marinate. The beautiful scenery in the background there. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. Right. Take your time with that one there. Yahushua said, in him we will have peace. Through him, yeah, through his stripes. That's Isaiah 53, yeah, and 5 and 6. Through him, through his stripes, we are healed, man. There's a precept to that one. Yeah, through his suffering, we are healed. And that's the beautiful thing of Yahushua. So we give him the glory, yeah, to every single thing that we do, whatever it is, big or small. Yahushua he is deserving, man. And that's brought out in Revelation, I think it's 11 and 18, man. He's deserving of the glory. He deserves all the glory, because everything was through him and by him. Yeah, man. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. Man. So of course he deserves the glory for that. Yes, man. Another precept here. Some beautiful precepts to bring out. Luke chapter 12:32 says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Ooh. So yes, so you see what's going on in the world today. The Most High is bringing the balance, is bringing the curses upon the wicked. They're the ones crying out now, crying out for being homeless, crying for a new home to live in, not to be suffering. And that's exactly what we was doing, right? Deuteronomy 28, before Jim Crow, mid-slavery, before slavery, we was crying out. But nobody heard our cries, man, because we had to undergo that suffering, the tribulation. But through the Most High stripes, yeah, he says that he overcome the world, man, and through him we will have peace. But here again, he says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So that is what we look forward to. That is why we give the Most High Yahushua the glory. Yeah? And how do we get that kingdom? Yeah, it's not going to fall upon our lap. We're going to have to work for it. Yeah? And here's another precept for that, to back that one up. Matthew chapter 6:33 says, but seek ye first the kingdom. Yeah. Seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Yeah, man. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Seek the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto us. Giving our praises to Yahweh Hashem Shai. It is our Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom through the work, by seeking the kingdom, putting that first. And in all things we give him the glory and the praise. And through his stripes we are healed. And if there's nothing we can do, unless the Most High gives us the strength to do it. Like I'm able to do my new routine now. And it's through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Shimmer Shai that I'm able to do what I can do. Endure what I can do. Like I say, I don't take no paracetamol or no Nuroform or no anodine. The Most High found a way for me, man. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shimmer Shai. Yeah, for any of you out there that may be suffering from certain things, yeah, do some research about certain things like brisk walking or jogging. Do research on it. The benefits of brisk walking, the benefits of jogging, the benefits of moderate exercise. And I'm speaking from experience. It's benefited me greatly, all through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Shimmer Shai. Let's bring this one out. So we started with Proverbs chapters 11, and it talks about a just weight. Yeah, a false balance, a false weight is an abomination to the Most High. A just weight is exactly what it is. Yeah, praise to the Most High. He takes great delight in it. So he's bringing that. Yeah, Zephaniah chapter 3. And we can start from 18. Giving our praises to Yahweh Shem Yoshua. That's through the Spirit right here. And I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. Right. Who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it were a burden. Right. For all of us that were sorrowful, Moses says he's going to gather us. Right. Like I say, he says, take courage. Yeah. Through him we have peace. Take courage through Yahushua, we have peace. Yeah, and an unbalanced weight is an abomination to the Most High. A just weight is a blessing. Yeah, and the brother was talking about bats. and I think I'm starting to see I saw a bat earlier on when I was walking down over there. A bat come. And I've had a vision about bats. The last video I did on visions, it was about bats. Ain't that the spirit? It was about bats swarming me while I was in some place. I think it was my old yard where I used to live. I was there. Maybe I was a pilgrim hiding out somewhere. Some dreams you just have to, read through the spirit. And they say pick sense from nonsense. And precepts, I woke up with precepts in my mind, man. When they come in like a flood, Isaiah 59. I woke up with that one. And Psalms 5, we shall be in league. Isaiah 59 and 19, Psalms 5 or Job 5, around about 23, we shall be in league with the animals, and Job chapters 12 and 7. Watch the animals and they shall teach thee. So bats, we're going to be in league with all these animals, even bats, even the infamous bat, bloodsucker. We're going to be in league with them through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shemeshah. So that vision, yeah, we had some enemies. Isaiah 59, seeking to come in like a flood. And who came to my aid? The infamous bat came in and swarmed around me, flocked around me, made everything pitch black. Nobody could see nothing. And I was in a safe haven. Next thing I know, when the bats left, those people, while the room was dark with bats, I can see the soldiers. I can see through my spiritual eye, the soldiers looking and couldn't find me. And when they left out the door. Oh, by the way, the bats came in through the window as a breeze, which I broke that down. Breeze breaks down into the spirit. So the Master poured his spirit upon a group of bats to come in and aid me and rescue me. Like I say, we was in league, and we're gonna be in league with the animals, even the infamous bat. And the bat came and flocked over me, drowned them out. They couldn't see nothing, and through the spiritual eye, I knew exactly where I was. I knew I was being protected, and it felt beautiful. And they came in, they couldn't find me, they couldn't see nothing, but I was still there. But the bats made me invisible. Don't ask me to. It's hard to explain, but you can get what I'm saying through the spirit. You can get the gist of what I'm saying. The bats hid me out, covered me over. So when the bats left, after the soldiers went, the centurions went, the bats brought me back visible again, and just went back out the window. And they didn't know where I went, Didn't know, they thought I was gone. They didn't see me, but I was in a safe haven, protected by the spirit, which the Most High poured His Spirit upon a group of bats. So I'm starting to see, now we're talking about bats. I saw a bat earlier. And so that's all the spirit. We're going to be in league with bats. The bats now got, don't worry about no bats. The bat now got trouble you. Don't worry about no dogs. They're the enemies. The dogs they want the blood of the wicked. They're going to be pursuing the blood of the wicked. They're not going to be in league with the dogs, especially the Edomite men and women. They ain't going to be in league with the dogs. The dogs going to be looking for them. They're going to be looking for some pink blood or black blood, because I don't believe this. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. They're going to be looking for some Edomites and Yam and the wicked of our own people. But we're going to be in league, right? Because the Most High is going to bring everything back to a balanced state once again. And these wicked have to be off the planet Earth, man. And I ain't gonna tell you what I felt like doing before I turned on this camera earlier on. I ain't gonna tell you what I felt like doing. And most I said, stop it. What I felt like doing, I never did it. What the Spirit said, wait thee upon me, man. Zephaniah chapter 3. And hey, the Spirit said to me, wait thee upon me, because these fucking people need to be off the planet. Say no more, right? And I will gather them that are sorrowful. Yeah, the scripture's going to break it down. For the solemn assembly, who are of these to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Right, we're the sorrowful people. 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. Yeah, Shalak will be upon all the wicked. Yeah, undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that hateth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. We're going to get praise and fame, man, right? And we're going to be hunting these fuckers down, right? Because I've claimed a couple of people already, yeah, for when hunting season starts. I've claimed them. Jeremiah 16 and 16. We're going to be hunting these motherfuckers down from city to city, from the caves and everywhere else. From the underground bunkers, we're going to be hunting them. They're going to be running like the fucking wild animals they are. We're going to be hunting them down. Not long now. Wait thee upon me until I rise up to the prey. So yes, so the Most High just said, shall I read it again? I'll read it again, man. Let it settle in. Behold, at that time, Zephaniah chapter 3 and 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them. Right, that's us, yeah, the elect, right? Yahushua's wife, right? Gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Giving our praises to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. So whether you want it or not, whether you like a little bit of quiet, you're maybe you don't into the fame and the limelight, the Most High still says He's going to give you that praise and fame, whether you want it or not. So that's the beauty of a just wait. That's the beauty of a just wait. I'm going to read that one again, because the Most High says exactly what He means. I'll read it again. Praise and fame. As a matter of fact, let me bring this one out, because this is prophecy. It happened already, and it's going to happen again, right? Exodus chapter 3:21 says, and I will give this people favor. Right, that's the precept to the one we just looked at in Ephesians, Zephaniah 3 and 19. We just read that one. So this is a precept to that. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, and it shall come to pass that when we go, ye shall not go empty. Right, you get the gist of what I'm saying now. But every woman shall borrow of her neighbor, and of her that sojourn in her house, jewels of silver and jewels of gold and remnant, and ye shall put them upon your sons and upon your daughters, and ye shall spoil the Egyptians. Right, when we came out of Egypt, yeah, the children of Yasharallah, the so-called black people that you people love to hate, right, the Most High said that He gave us favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Right, And how did he show that he gave us favor? They said, we're going to give them silver, our silver. The neighbors said, we're going to give them our gold, our jewels. Yeah, gold and remnant. And ye shall put them upon your sons and upon your daughters, and ye shall spoil the Egyptians. So we spoiled the Egyptians. We took their remnant, they gave it to them, us, right? And they gave us all their jewels and gold, their silvers, and that beautiful remnant that they loved to keep. They didn't want to give it to them, us, but they was urged to do so. They said, take it, man. We can't take no more of these curses, these plagues. Take it and go. Yeah? And that was all through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah, when your enemy's at peace with you, the Most High says that enemies will be at peace with us. That time is going to come again. When the Most High finds delight in his people, our enemies will be at peace with us. And that time will come again. That praise and fame will come, whether we want it or not. Just like we saw the example of what happened in Egypt in the time of the Exodus. And Exodus means to the time of escaping. Yeah, we was walking out, coming out of away from the oppression and the heavy yoke of the wicked. And there's a song by Bob Marley, we know that one, that song. Exodus, movements of the people. And he says the word in there, but I ain't going to say the word what he uses. He uses the J word. But I'm going to say Exodus, movement of your people. And that's a true word, man. And that was a true, there was truth in that song. The song is called Exodus by Bob Marley, and there's truth in that. Here's another precept to the one we just looked at. This is also in Exodus 11:7 says, but against any of the children of Israel this happened, and will happen again. Yeah, shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Yeah, that time coming again. Yeah, that balance. Yeah, because a false balance is an abomination to the Most High. A just weight is his delight. So the Most High going to bring that balance up again. The praise and fame, and he's going to set a difference between the wicked, and the wicked of all the other tribes, and the wicked of our own people. Between the elect, he's going to set a difference, right? And the precept that comes to me also in Isaiah chapters 4. 7 women shall try they're going to try grab hold of one man. 7 women, which means unlimited, a good number. So they're going to see, they're going to try and get on the winning team, you women included, and some of you wicked women are going to get turned down, turned away. Yes, right? So they're going to set a difference. The Most High, again, he did it again in history, in the history of the Egyptians. He did it, and he's going to do it again in prophecy in the future. He's going to set a difference, right? And all these thy servants shall come down unto me, and bow down themselves unto me, saying, get thee out, and all the people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in great anger. But that's the point there. I'll read it again. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord hath put a difference between the Egyptians, right? And who are the Egyptians today? The modern day Egyptians are the wicked's, and Israel, right? And we're described as Yashua Allah. He's Yahweh Yahushai's wife, the so-called black people that you love to hate. So that was a precept to the one we looked at in Zephaniah 3:19. Most High going to give us praise and fame, right? Like I say, we're not after that, but whether you want it or not, you keep on pushing, and you keep on, and you endure to the end. Whether you want it or not, you're going to get it. That's how the Most High does it, because he is a just weight, and an unbalanced scale is an abomination to the Most High. The Most High is just, so we're going to even it up. There's a precept to the one we just looked at in Malachi 3:17 says, and they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels. Hear that? The Most High describes us as jewels, and we're his jewels, and we ain't those jewels that you see in the pawn shop. We're priceless, can't be bought or sold. Yeah, in any of these shops today. Yeah, we're priceless, unnumberable, unlimited, to infinity, priceless jewels. And I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. So yes, man, when we hear about what's going to come upon the face of the earth, they're setting the stage now with the plagues. Oh, you got to get the V. You got to get all these other kind of jabs now for the smallpox and all these other, there's the monkeypox and all these other plagues that they want to try and introduce. The Most High says, don't worry, he's going to set a difference between the wicked. Yeah? And you got 100%. We have faith in that. You understand? They shall return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. So when you start to see more of those people walking around with all kind of bumps on their face and discombobulated people that don't know how to walk straight, with all these what they call this, numb up face. We just saw what happened to that guy. What's that guy's name? The singer. Yeah, the name might come to me while we're talking. What happened to his face? His face went numb. The Bell palsy. Yeah, one of them young singers, and one which he looked like an Edomite. It might be a Jake. You know, I think you might know what I'm trying to recall to mind. Well, he got Bell palsy because he got the jab, and there's others too. Yeah, that got the jab that you're hearing about. Samuel, what's that guy's name? Paul Samuels or Paul Samuels? He's not Paul Samuels. The one who always talking about the women. But the point I'm trying to make, which I think you really see what I'm saying, the Most High going to put a difference. So when you start to see these people, it's going to show on their faces that the Most High's got them not. That the Most High's got his people and he hasn't got the wicked. He's not catering for them. The children of the wicked and the children of the Most High will be made more and more evident. The children that serve the wicked, talking about they're going to get the MOTB. They're going to get that without a doubt. They're going to get all the V's that they're offered, and they're going to take everything. But the elect are sealed for protection. Then ye shall return and discern between Kevin Samuels. That's the name that I was trying to remember. Kevin Samuels. Then ye shall return. He's the one that he got the jab, and others, and other top celebrities too, right? Which we can go into that a little bit more deeper, because the Most High is going to make it clear. Return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not. Going to make it more and more blatantly obvious between the wicked and the righteous, because we know the righteous are sealed for protection. We're programmed, right, to do his will, right, because this is not our movie, this is his movie. So all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. I read this one again in red letters. John chapter 16 and 33 says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye may have peace. And in the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. Most High's already overcome, man. The story is already written. The ending is already written now, right? Because the Most High got the victory already. So the movie's already played out. We just have to stay in our lot and play our position to the end, giving our praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So, and the end of the movie is, thus saith the Lord. Proverbs chapter 11 and 1 says, a fool's balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Our praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahshua for giving me the spirit to do this video. The Most High is bringing everything back up to just a balance. To balancing out the scale. That's why you're seeing all the things that are happening to the wicked. New Orleans. We heard about all the things, the floods that are taking place. The flash floods in Mississippi. The planes falling out of the sky. Literally planes are falling out of the sky. You may have heard about them or you may not. Houses blowing up. And what's that girl's name? Anna Hitch. Anna Hitch. they got rid of that woman. right? The former actor. They got rid of her. She was going to come out of a movie exposing all the paedophilia that takes place in Hollywood. Yeah, there's videos upon her too. Anna Hitch, a former actress, and she was she was had a relationship with that degenerate woman. So that's going to come out too. So just so you can understand, the Most High is bringing a balance in the earth, because there's a false balance in abomination to the Most High. But a just weight is His delight, and also a just weight is a delight to the just, to the elect. A just weight is a delight to the elect, because we love righteousness and justice, just like our Father. Yeah, Yahweh Shai. So the one of you Shai, give me the spirit to do this video. Until the next one, Akim. So on to the next. Chariot still up there, look. Beautiful.